going, the way that I'm audioing. You know what I'm saying?
You're not a rapper, man. Don't try to be one.
I'm not a rapper. I just said something that rhymed.
But you said it in a rap way.
Yeah.
Are you going to deny those allegations?
No, I won't.
The evidence is before us, Your Honor.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We're both wearing chains and black t-shirts right now.
Yep, this was planned.
We're all fucked up and weird.
We're dripped out.
We're iced out. That's what you say if you're a rapper.
Right. Which I'm not, which is why I didn't say that.
Every rapper was born in Antarctica.
Yep.
Unless
they came out of the ice. They're like Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender. He like sat in the iceberg for like 100 years.
Yeah.
You know, they sort of like ferment in there like a fine wine, and then they explode outwards.
It's kind of like how bees are born.
How are bees born?
I don't know. I'm imagining. Actually, that's a lie. I do know. So let me school you really quickly.
Well, I said that I didn't know, so I don't know if
the queen, her badass, she lays an egg. I don't think it's called an egg, but it's an egg-like thing. And it's in one of the combs, one of the hexagons. That's why they make them.
Right.
And then the bee just chills there until it's like, gotta get up for work. Another day. You know what I'm saying?
Another day at the office. And you know what? At least we're not fucking bees, man.
You would hate that.
Well, I'm born and then I immediately go to work.
Okay, I see. You wouldn't want to be... What if you were born in a hexagon, though? That doesn't sound kind of cool to you.
All right, fine. No, that's kind of tight. Geometry Dash had a whole level dedicated to that shit. I mean, it's a pretty cool shape.
Yeah. At that level, it splits you in two.
I know. It took me... I don't think I ever beat any of the demon levels because I'm not very good at the game, but Hexagon Force was like the last level before all the demons that I beat.
That's a formidable level.
I also just fucking love the song.
A lot of people say Hexagon Force is harder than Clubstep, but those people are stupid.
I would agree because I never beat Clubstep and I did beat Hexagon Force.
Well, I have 5,000 hours in the game, and I think...
And I know.
I would know.
Yeah, whatever. Have you been playing Geometry Dash since the update came out?
No.
Didn't they totally revamp the game?
You know, I thought I would, and then I realized I don't care, man.
Fair enough.
You know what it was? Is I was playing like one of the new featured levels, and it was like, man, now they got me like climbing on walls and shit, and then it goes like slow motion. Too much. And they have sound effects now. So it's like just randomly there will be like a guy screaming in the middle of a level, and I'm like, I think I'm all right, man.
He just like the Wilhelm scream.
It's a little too much for me.
You hear a bruh in the middle of a level.
Yeah.
I get that.
It is literally just like it's basically just a game editor now. Forget about fucking the actual game. There's this guy called Sir Punge, one of the goats of making levels in the game, and he has a level, I think it's called Master Game, but I don't remember, where it's literally like a 2D Zelda. Like just completely made in Geometry Dash.
That's kind of fire.
That shit's wild, bro.
It's cool.
And it's like it has like a save mechanic. So like you can get to a certain point and then it'll give you a code, and then when you retry the level, you could put in the code at the beginning and start from where you left off.
That's crazy.
And it has built-in like you can get different items and like multiple heart containers and things like that, and it saves all that.
That's crazy.
I don't know how the fuck
That's so cool,
bro.
What?
And like I genuinely don't know. The only thing you can do in that game is like make blocks move. So however they figured that one out,
a mystery. It's like the first guy who ever made like a functioning calculator in Redstone in Minecraft.
Yeah. Or like Einstein figuring out what was that shit that he did?
The theory of relativity.
The theory of relativity, where he was like, space isn't space, it's actually it bends. I don't know. I don't know.
It's actually a loop.
Like, it's crazy that it bends, right?
Yeah.
Into like
It's
the
not just-
fourth dimension or whatever.
This is not my wheelhouse.
I watched a video on it once, and
Was it like Kurzgesagt?
no, it was Veritasium, but it's like something about like cones of visual reality or so. I don't remember.
Something about a black hole and it like goes into itself.
And then
you know.
they were talking about white holes. I was like, I didn't read this book when I was a kid. I don't know, man.
Yeah, no, me either. I don't know that one.
Neil deGrasse Tyson hasn't made a TikTok about that yet. I can't.
So I don't know that one. Yeah,
I
sorry.
can't get involved in the conversation.
Nope.
Hey,
There's a
everyone,
bit of Joe Rogan short.
Welcome back to Sad Boys, a podcast about feelings and other things also. My name's Jarvis.
Who's the other guy in Sad Boys?
Jordan.
I'm Jordan.
It's extra. Jordan's British, so it makes sense. I have to be Jarvis.
Oh, all right. Sorry.
It's just kind of, it's that way.
Do I have to speak in an accent now for the rest of the... No, that's too...
No, Jesus
this
Christ.
is-
You sounded
No, that
Gaelic
was-
there.
that was too Irish.
You sounded
Not
like Conan
proper enough.
O'Brien.
Ooh, is he Irish?
He's like 100% Irish.
I mean, he looks it, yeah, but he doesn't have an accent. Does he?
No, not he doesn't really have an accent. I was
Okay.
I was
like,
doing
what
a
the
bit.
fuck?
But he is like 100% Irish.
Yeah, I mean, he's like one of the most Irish-looking people I think I've ever
Yeah.
seen in my life. I was in my mind, I was like, I do not remember his ass having an accent.
No, he doesn't. I mean,
He
there's like two accents, you know? There's like Joey Diaz.
You're either one of these, and you know sometimes you kind of talk like this, and you got the Godfather.
No, it's way more than that's like 10% of Joey Diaz. He's more like he sounds like the
you
one guy
come to
from
me
Star
on the day of my
Wars.
daughter's wedding,
Yeah.
and you present me with a rug made of the butt of a skunk.
How dare you give me the skunk rug? That shit stinks, dude.
That shit stinks. All right, boys, ice him.
Smells like ass.
Send him to the poop deli. I'm gonna put a little poop on that poop bag, huh? Yes, that's accent one, obviously.
That's accent one. And then the other one, I don't remember what the other half of this bit was in my head. I forgot it already.
Tea and crumpets. Something like
the
that.
Queen of England.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, her soul. Not her. She doesn't deserve it. Just her soul.
Just the soul. Yeah, I drove on the Queen of England Expressway when I was in Canada, and I was like, oh my God, stop with the meat riding.
Yeah.
You have your own prime minister.
But they don't have their own queen.
That's true, but we also don't, and I don't care.
Also, it's not like they're trying to name a street after the guy who did blackface. That's not really
Yeah, I guess
that's not
fair.
a good look. So you might as
Yeah,
well pay
well, and,
homage to the greats, those that came before us. Those
There's
which
no way
we
that the
cannot
Queen
forget.
of England never did some fucked up shit. Nah, Queen Lizzie, she was probably the goat.
I don't think so. She did
Probably
probably
more than Justin Trudeau, though, right?
the queen last couple years of her life, she definitely had like a medical grade factory tube hooked into her back or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they operated her like a puppet.
Like, you know how was it FDR, the guy who like he wore like a big cloak so you couldn't see like his walking stick or whatever? Or am I just making this up for no reason?
No, that's probably true, but that's kind of sick.
FDR was the one who got polio or whatever, right?
I think so.
Because this was during World War II.
Uh,
And he had
Yes.
he
Yeah,
wore like a
you're right.
big cloak and shit
yeah.
to hide it. Because he didn't want to appear weak to the enemy.
No, he was kind of sick. I mean, he definitely was probably a piece of shit, but
You think so?
well, I don't know. I feel like everyone from then was kind of a piece of shit.
That's not true. What about Lana Del Rey? She wasn't born then. I don't know.
Nope, she's still alive.
I have a theory that Lana Del Rey is secretly a piece of shit, but You know,
Yeah,
I can't say that on Twitter. People will have my head.
Yeah. It's like you can't say anything negative about her. Well, now I'm going to sound like someone who like hates woke culture, so I'm going to stop talking. But
okay, well,
I'm not
who
a
are you
bitch.
going to say? Who
I was
can
gonna
you
say,
not
like,
say stuff about?
Taylor Swift.
You could say shit about Taylor Swift. Lots of people
Trump.
do. They just have their IP address leaked afterwards.
That's true.
It's not a big deal.
Well, it's like both sides. Like, you know, they're just different sides. Of the
No,
coin.
Taylor Swift's fans, they don't know what an IP address is. They can't do that.
Yeah, well, yeah, true.
They do know what real addresses are, though.
Yeah, they could find you in seconds.
They had to put, their shipping information in when they bought the merch.
Right, and they know how to get it to their house.
Yeah.
They actually know how to hire someone to package you up into a box and send you to their house, and then from there, they collect you in their basement. Like you're a Pokemon.
I can't imagine living in a country where there are no addresses. You know what I mean?
Not to sound like an idiot, but where would that be?
Like Yemen.
Oh.
I don't.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess like so you just mean like somewhere that
Like a
doesn't
lot
have,
of
like,
countries.
somewhere that doesn't have like the infrastructure to like have,
Yeah,
like,
can you
postage set
imagine
up.
not having a postal service?
Yeah,
That's kind of wild.
That would suck ass.
That's what I'm saying, man.
That was like in one of my classes, I remember my professor was like, see, everyone thinks that modern society exists because of like technology and travel and like, you know, access to like cell phones and whatnot, which is true. But also think about if like we didn't have modern plumbing. And I was like, shit, I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, in like 1940, people used to like fucking die because they would eat in the same room that they shit.
Yeah. Well, I
Like,
mean, there was a big advancement where they figured out you could put the shitter outside.
Right.
And
Okay, so maybe
that
not
saved a lot
1940.
of people.
They knew that by then. But like they would get, you know, they would put the shitter outside and then it would get into the water supply and then people would get scurvy and they would die.
Yeah.
Like not that long ago.
No, really not that long ago at all. I mean,
So
our
thank
ass
your
would not
mailman.
have survived the Oregon Trail logistically or statistically.
Yeah, I would have died for sure.
I think if I was born in like 1812, I'm trying to think.
How old do you think you would have lived to be?
I was going to say more like what's my role in society as a whole.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I would have made it, man. I would have like talked smack to my mom when I was like 5 and she would have like
She
killed
would have
me.
hit you on the head with a hammer.
Yeah.
I don't think I would talk smack to my parents. I think I would be killed by the elements.
Yeah.
I would live to be like maybe 8.
What element is
Actually, I
super
probably would've-
effective against you?
I probably would have died immediately. I didn't even think about that. I had to have my kidney removed when I was a baby. I probably just would have died.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, you only got one kidney?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Do you not know this?
No.
Really?
Or maybe you have said this and I just don't remember because I don't care about
I
you at
forget all the time, and people who are close to me love to bring it up and be like, "Yeah, well, what about your one kidney?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, yeah, you're right." Because my life's like not any different, other than the fact that if I get a kidney stone, I'm kind of fucked. So I have to make sure that I just like drink a ton of water, which I don't.
God just gave us like extra weight for no reason. We can just live without the other one. Is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Well, and some people have like I don't
That and the
remember,
appendix,
one of my friends,
right?
Yeah. One of my friend's dad has like 4. I'm like, can you give me one of those?
4 kidneys?
Yeah, but it's just like the 2 that he originally had like split into 2 pairs, so he needs all of them.
I'm sorry, you gotta educate me. He has 4 kidneys.
Yeah, but they're all like, so he could survive with just the 2, but those 2 act as like 1. Like they're smaller
What?
than regular kidneys.
Okay. That's crazy.
They're less efficient than like regular kidneys, but he has 4 because like for some reason the cells that formed his kidneys like split. So he has 4 that act as 2 functioning kidneys. So if he lost 2 of them, he could still live.
That's like it's like getting the bonus armor in Splatoon.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's exactly like that.
That's just so you can take an extra hit and keep on moving.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It's like
wild.
it's like ISO.
Yeah. But that's
trying to
crazy.
give an example,
Imagine having 4 eyes. I guess people don't have to imagine that. It's just glasses. But like, you know what I mean?
Like they're like up in your forehead.
No, but like they're two. You have 2 eyes, but they're both smaller than normal. And the doctor or doctor,
Yeah, the
I don't
doctor.
know what the
Some
name
sort
is.
of medical professional.
Some guy who knows what he's doing. Hopefully,
the pharmacist.
They just put both of the tiny eyes into the socket where your one eye would be.
So you just have like 2 pupils in either.
Yeah. No.
Does that mean you could see?
I'm saying like there's 2 spheres in your eye socket,
I don't like that.
and there's like space in between them, so you can like see back into your cranium where the cords connect or whatever.
Oh yeah, like where your optic nerves link into your brain. I don't think I would like that.
That's probably why people wear eye patches.
Yeah, maybe that's what Blackbeard had that shit.
Wait, hold on. If you lose an eye, can you just see back there? What? You know what I'm
I think
saying?
if you shine
Like, if
like
you
a
have to-
flashlight.
If you have to get an eye taken out, which has some medical name that I can't think of,
Biopsy.
you just get to see into the. That's where the soul lives. You know what I'm saying?
You mean like other people can see into your head, or like your brain registers?
No. Other people can see into your head.
Yeah. I guess so. You would need a flashlight though. It's gonna be dark in there.
You think? I just imagine that's where like that's where the Legend of Zelda fairy fountain is.
Yeah, it's here. 1 second. Oh, you want to go?
You know what I was thinking about the other day? Xenoblade Chronicles, how that whole game takes place on 2 giant robots who like fought each other like 10,000 years ago or whatever.
That game has fucking crazy lore.
That's just kind of wild, dog. Like,
Xenoblade
what the
Chronicles
hell?
X was now that you're saying that, dude. That game was fire.
I mean,
You
I
had
never,
like the robot.
or I guess
suit-
I
you had, like, mech
owned
suits.
X, but I didn't play it.
I don't think I completed the whole game, but I did get pretty far, and you got to like buy your own mech and like pilot it around. It was cool.
But Xenoblade X, the lore was less cool. It was just like, welcome to fucking Earth. This is Los Angeles. It sucks. Nothing has changed.
It's ass. This is like Los Angeles if everywhere was now claimed by... If Japan was Great Britain, this is Xenoblade now.
Yeah.
This is
Right.
the game. If Japan colonized the whole world just like England did, this is the universe that it would look like.
I need a bigger gun.
I'm going to need a bigger gun. Yeah, and then like all the other games take place on the giant monsters.
Yeah.
And one of them is
and
named
just,
Gramps.
It's not like, it's never explained. Like, I don't understand. Like, the monsters or the robots or the mechs, I don't know. I forget what they're called. They have a name. But they're just like standing in like an infinite ocean. Is the ocean
the
like
cloud,
a
the
planet?
cloud sea.
Or is it just like...
Yeah, it's just like an endless plane.
Yeah.
I never thought about that. Yeah, they don't, but they also, in the games, you like dive into the ocean to like look for shit.
Do you? I don't remember that at
Yeah,
all.
in Xenoblade 2, the one with Rex and Pyra and Mithra, which by the way, Rex's English voice actor's interesting.
Dog shit. You could just say dog shit.
Well, I don't want to be mean because obviously
I'm
they
gonna
would,
be
like,
mean.
pay
He's
to
dog
do the
shit.
role. He's just like he's just like aggressively Australian.
Yeah.
I
mean, Chris Pratt was paid to play Mario, so let's not, work is a work.
He was not good. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I can give him some shit. But like, yeah, he like dove into the sea to like look for treasure. And I think it has to have a bottom.
Maybe.
Nintendo makes some weird shit, man.
I didn't know about that though.
Yeah. I should finish that game. I didn't. I remember buying it because I was like, this game has 200 hours of content, so I'm going to get my money's worth.
Yeah.
And then I got to this one boss fight and I just couldn't beat it. And I got soft locked. So I was like, well, like I entered a boss fight that I was like too low level to get to. So I just kept getting my ass kicked. And I was like, well, I guess I got to restart the whole game now. And I was like 20 hours in. So I just stopped playing.
No, this happens. Pretty much every boss from like 20% of the game through the rest of it, every boss, you're like, oh shit, I have to grind a little bit.
Yeah.
And it sucks ass.
Yeah, and the combat is like
I'm not gonna lie.
turn
For Xenoblade, I only played the first one, which I
the
don't.
one on the Wii.
Well, I played it on the Switch, but yeah, it was on the Wii.
Yeah,
Um,
the one with Shulk.
the one with like the good one, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I the games are all pretty good from what I understand.
Maybe
they're just interesting.
What was I gonna say? Fucking, I don't remember. What was I saying?
We were talking about the Cloud Sea, Xenoblade Chronicles.
No, I got that. But what was I gonna say about Xenoblade? Fuck me, man.
I said the story's like kind of weird. They also just like switch it up. Like in the first, like I don't know how you fight in the first game. Like you have the Monado, which is Shulk's sword,
big
right?
sword.
But in Xenoblade 2, which is the third game that they made, which also takes place before the first game, I think. They have like these things called blades. So like Pyra and Mithra are a blade.
Yeah.
So they're like a sword, but they're also a person. Because then in the third game, Rex and Pyra and Mithra have children.
It is some actual like anime shit.
Yeah. No, it's like if they just made a playable anime.
Yeah.
The soundtrack fucking slaps also. It's really good.
It's true. Yeah.
Their they know how to do battle music. And the games are really pretty. They don't really run very well, but I'm telling you, if Nintendo does what Sony does and if they ever port their games onto like PC or something, they're
not gonna do.
They would be so much more popular. Oh no, they never will. But it'd be cool if they did.
You want to talk about the announcement that came out today?
Yeah, when you sent that to me, I didn't know if it was like fake or not, so I had to look it up. Because everyone and their mom has been like, Switch 2, Switch 2, Switch 2, Switch 2. Which is why I'm sure Nintendo dropped that. And they were like, hey, just so you know, we'll talk about it in this fiscal quarter.
Yeah.
But they said there's going to be a direct in June, and that will not. It'll just be games like for the second half of the year, right?
Let's place a bet. Oh, yes.
Let's place a bet.
They're going to talk about the successor to the Switch. They haven't said Switch 2. They just said the successor to the Switch. It could be a new, I mean, the controller might be your fucking nose for the next one. We don't know yet.
They would pull some shit like that.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, this is the first 4D console now.
The presentation is going to start and the Apple logo is just going to appear. And they're going to be like, we paired with Apple to make the Nintendo Switch Vision Pro.
Yeah. Could you imagine, bro?
It would cost like $3,000. Oh, I'd buy it too.
I'd buy it.
I will never buy a Vision Pro because I'm not an idiot. But if Nintendo makes it and I could play Zelda on it, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I'll buy that shit.
What was I gonna say? I hate myself.
You said you want to make a bet.
I want to make.
What they're gonna say.
I want to make a bet whether or not what is announced first, Silksong or the Switch 2.
Silksong just got an ESRB rating.
No, let's not. Come on. It could have got an ESRB rating when the trailer came out, bro.
Yeah, it could have.
You know what I'm saying? And that was like, when did the trailer come out? It was like 3 years ago now.
It was a very long time ago.
It was so long ago, man.
You want to know what would be crazy?
Yeah.
What if Team Cherry is like, hey guys, this is going to be a debut title for Nintendo's next system, and then they come out at the same time, and we just get fucked.
And Mario's in it.
Yeah, he is. This game takes place on Yoshi's Island.
Yeah, Yoshi's Island 4, Silksong.
Dude, that game's gonna be so good.
Yeah, it's fucking lava.
I'm not like good at video games, and I love Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
It's
you don't
hard
have to be good at something to like it.
Yeah, I know. That's why I play Valorant and I'm dog shit. Play a lot of Valorant and I'm not good.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I don't know. I think I'm gonna bet that. Okay, what do you think is gonna come out first? Because I'm just gonna bet the opposite of what you bet, so that we have a bet. Okay, I'll say that Silksong comes out first. But I do think that the next console is going to come out first, for the record.
Silksong is never coming out. I hate to say
but I'll be on the side of Silksong coming out first. You never know. So let's think about it.
You would have thought they would just like hire another guy, like one guy.
Isn't Team Cherry like 3 people?
It's 2 guys who do everything.
Oh, that's even worse.
And then one guy does the music.
Oh, and that's it.
Yeah.
Wow. How did they even make Hollow Knight?
That's a great question. How long did that game take?
I don't know.
Clearly not. It can't have been that long. But I also have no idea. I don't know what it is, man. All these developers, they're just lazy. But Team Cherry in a Mojang is like, you could just add another mob. It takes like a weekend. But then like Team Cherry just hire one more guy.
That shit pissed me off, dude. The fucking April Fool's update for Mojang is like more content than they add the whole year.
Bro, they put a fucking grappling hook in the game just to take it away a day later. That's wild.
Yeah, they added in an entire dimension for you to explore for like one day.
Yeah. Kind of crazy.
Can't add the penguin and the crab and the armadillo.
You would think they would just figure out how to do the penguin. Because
they just don't do it because they want the mob vote, because they want the attention. But it's so bullshit. Just be like,
I know.
We're having 3 waves this year. Whatever mob you pick first is going to come out first, and the other 2 come out later in the year.
We should make a game to prove that it's easy.
I don't even know how to code, and I actually think that we could do it.
Yeah.
Like, unironically.
Coding's not hard. You just open up Game Maker Studio 2, and you go, character move function. If right, go right, and then it works.
If pressing D or D-pad right, go right.
It's really not that hard, man.
Yeah. Also, Hollow Knight took 4 years to make.
How long we've been waiting on Silksong? It's been more than 4, right? Hollow Knight was like 2018.
Hollow Knight was 2017. Let's see.
Holy shit. So it's been like 7 years.
Silksong trailer.
Has it been 7 years? Yeah, bro.
Okay, so... so we're fucked.
Yeah.
It's not coming out.
No.
Silksong was announced 5 years ago.
That's cool.
And that's just like the trailer. Like Hollow Knight started development in 2014. Like it began. So by the time that they had a trailer, I'm sure they didn't show it until like 2015, 2016.
Yeah.
The trailer for Silksong came out 5 years ago. We're fucked.
Yeah. Definitely.
That sucks, dude. This game looked so good, too.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to be like a bitch, because like I don't make games, so maybe it is actually just like way harder than it's supposed to.
No, this is what I'm saying.
Think it is.
It's so easy. Bro, you know how many shorts I've watched by Pirate Software? Just go fucking make the game.
I love Thor.
That's what he says, bro. He says, just go fucking make it. All right.
He does say that. But also, like, can't they just use the same engine? They don't even have to, like, code new shit. They just have to make a new player character and have them have different movement mechanics.
I mean, it's not like it's their engine. They just use Unity or whatever, right?
Yeah, I guess that's true. But like, they just keep the code, like, for the map generation. They just make it different.
Yeah.
Am I crazy? Like, is that... Whatever, man.
I don't know what to tell you, brother.
But yeah, so anyway, I'm betting that Silksong will come out first.
Okay, let's bet $10,000.
Wait, no, I don't like this game. I don't want to do that. No, thank you.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not.
It'll be good when it comes out, but I think the Switch 2 will probably, whatever the fuck Nintendo, the successor for the Nintendo Switch will come out like in March of 2025.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. That's when the Switch released. It will have been, what, when the Switch came out in 2017? It will have been 8 years since it came out? Yeah.
7.
I feel 2025?
Or 8. 8.
Yeah.
We could do math.
I remember that day.
I just got back from a math exam.
Hell yeah. And you killed it.
No, that shit was more about determinants than it was adding. Anyway. Not to get mired in the misery and malaise or whatever, but what else?
Yeah, okay. Speaking of Nintendo, have you you're not like that big of like a Pokemon guy, right?
No. Here's the extent of my Pokemon knowledge, okay? I've played Pokemon Blue.
Mm-hmm.
I've played Alpha Sapphire.
Probably the best one.
I played Emerald. And I've played X and Y. And Moon.
And Moon.
That's all I got, though.
All right.
Oh, well, no, I own Sword and Shield.
Do you know of the game Rogue?
I don't know what this is, no.
Okay.
It's where you go rogue as a Pokey.
No, so someone made... Sorry, I didn't mean to just cut you off and be like, no, you stupid idiot. Obviously not. But so, you know, the Pokemon community is like is a big group of people and a lot of talented individuals and whatnot, and obviously, and yada, yada, yada. And people make fan games all the time. But there is one fan game that is totally popping off right now called Rogue. And someone made a Pokemon roguelike. And it's like a whole ass game, and you can just play it like in your browser. Like you don't download it. You can just
that's
they have a mobile
sick.
They have a mobile setup with touch controls, and they're actually really good.
They got a mobile, like I can go into the App Store right now.
No, but like if you open the link to their website in Safari, you can just play the game, and it plays like
okay, I see, yeah.
Like perfectly. And it has controller support. This game is fucking awesome. While I was gone this weekend and I was in Canada, I played the shit out of this game. It is so much fun.
Why? Tell me now.
So, and I feel like the traditional Pokemon like turn-based combat type shit is like fun old. And it's fine, but it's kind of old.
It's clunky. It's gross.
Yeah. Pokerogue is just like is like the dumb TikTok brain rot version of Pokemon, and it's like fast paced. And it's
shut up. I have a question.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
How is it roguelike? How is it like Enter the Gungeon?
So you enter a run.
Run.
You know, like you would in any other roguelike, where if you fail, you have to restart entirely. So it's structured like a tower. So there are like 10, every 10 levels, you have to fight a boss at the top. And that boss usually has like a double health bar of like what a regular Pokemon would.
It's like Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like physically in a tower, but like, you know, and there are different stages and biomes and whatever. And there are different Pokemon that appear like in the different biomes. And then they also have their own, like they have Mega Evolutions in the game. They have Dynamaxing in the game. They have, what's the other one? They have Terrestrialization in the game, and they have every Pokemon. That's the Scarlet and Violet.
You just said photosynthesize.
Yeah, that's what they do. They turn into crystals. It's probably my least favorite like Pokemon battle mechanic, but it's whatever. And I don't even know who these people are. They're called Page Fault Games, but it's been like fucking blowing up on YouTube and Twitter and stuff. This game is awesome.
That's crazy.
And you have a rival, and they have like custom sprites. They have custom shinies in the game.
And you can pick up Mom's knife.
And you can pick up Mom's knife and kill enemies.
And if you play right, you'll get a chance at an angel room. But that's for the real pro players.
Hell yeah. So when I get back from Japan, I want to stream it with you, and I want to run it. Because I think it'd be fun.
I'm down for that for sure.
But I think you would enjoy it. It actually has made me enjoy Pokemon again, which I didn't.
Whoa.
The turn-based part of the games is like one of my, like the combat is just like not that interesting anymore. But making it a roguelite, and if you fail, you got to go all the way back. The regular version is like 200 levels, and there's like a boss every 10 floors. But as you go up, like between levels 180 and 190, you have to fight the Elite Four. And it's like 182 is one member, 184, 186, 188, and then 190 is like the champion. And they have all the trainers from like every game. So like you can fight any of the Elite Four from any of the generations, and then when you get to the champion, it's like that champion from that Elite Four, but it can be any of the trainers from 1 through 9. And they have like all their teams and shit on there. It's so cool.
Man, you know, I've been saying for the longest time, RPGs got to go back to... They just have to... Every RPG from now on should copy Earthbound and Undertale forever.
Yeah.
Basically.
It would just make them better. They're fucking awesome games.
Isn't it crazy that Earthbound had the mechanic where, like, if you get hurt, you can see your life tick down in real time. So you have, even if someone does enough damage to like kill you, you have enough time to like hover over to the item menu and then do a heal thing. And then it was a great mechanic, and then it just never showed up in any game ever again.
Nope.
That's wild.
I know, dude. Earthbound. I don't even know who directed Earthbound.
Shigesato Itoi.
Goat.
You know, the thing I find crazy is that he wrote every line of dialogue in the game.
Are you serious?
And he didn't. This was back when you had to know what a computer was to, you had to be like a master. You had to like
actually be able to code. Game Maker did not exist.
You had to have a master's in physics to understand how to work a terminal.
Yeah.
And like, so the guy didn't know how to use a computer. So he sat next to a guy who did know how to code, and he spoke aloud every word of dialogue in the game, and the guy next to him wrote it down.
Holy shit.
I wish an insane human being. Like, you go into work, you sit down, and you're like, all right, today's the day where I have to fucking talk for 8 hours. This is what I do.
Yep. But you got to do it for like, 30 days. There's you can talk to every NPC in that game, and they're all charming and funny.
Yeah, and you can talk to a lot of them like 3 times, and they'll say completely different things every time.
Yeah,
it's crazy. And then you can go to the swamp where you interact with gremlins, and the gremlins ask for a book of shyness. It's like, what the fuck is going on in that game, man?
Mm-hmm. Dude, this game was so
And then there's
good.
Tony, dude.
1992.
How the fuck are you gonna forget Tony, bro?
God damn.
Some people say Tony is still stuck in that boarding school to this day.
He is. He'll never get out. God damn, dude. That game is so good, and it came out so long ago. I don't mean to sound like
they don't do it like that anymore.
Oldie, but they don't do it like that anymore. I guess they do every once in a while, but big game developers do not.
This
Earthbound
diner still does RPGs
close.
The old-fashioned way.
Yeah. It'd be nice if they did. I wish that now that they've remastered like Super Mario RPG, I have a little bit of hope. But if they made an Earthbound remaster, I'd buy that shit in a second.
They should remaster like food. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean by that?
Or I mean, we should just remaster more things. You know what I'm saying?
We should remaster the United States transportation system.
Like, we should remaster the Wendy's 4-for-4.
We should, yeah.
So you can
mean,
get
like, just make
more
it
bang
modern?
for your buck. Yeah. We should make it look like a modern house, but it tastes
4-for-4.
better.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, I have been saying this actually unironically for a while. They should remaster Cars. Now, and I'm not talking about the movie. I'm talking about
the vehicle,
like an actual car.
Sometimes they do, but usually when they do, it fucking sucks.
Like, they should remaster the Mazda RX.
This is the only car that you know.
It's the let me get the full. It's the RX-7 Turbo 2, obviously, and they can call it the Turbo 2X or something.
You never know. Maybe they would. I mean, they won't, but they might.
I mean, you seem to get a little angry about this the last time I brought it up, but I said we should bring back the Saturn, and you were like, no.
Oh, I was angry about that?
You were angry. You were like, let's not bring back the fucking Saturn.
No, my bad.
I think you called it a dog shit car.
I mean, it is, but like...
Yeah. But that's why we remaster it, because it had some old beauty. It captured the eye of many people. So we can work out the kinks. We can give it a graphics update, right?
Yeah. I don't mean to like be a bitch, but which car? Because they have a bajillion. Saturn is a company.
What's the? I know, but what's the sedan called? Because that's the one I'm thinking of.
Probably.
Or do they have multiple sedans? I don't know.
They have multiple sedans. Is it like a convertible, or is it just like a regular?
No, convertibles aren't affordable for the average person. We want.
I think the Saturn Aura is their sedan.
Shout outs. No one in my family owned one. I just thought it looked cool.
Yeah. I saw one on the highway today, actually. But yeah,
Jesus
I mean,
Christ,
car
that's
companies
ancient
like
technology.
car companies try and do that shit. Like they have the
I don't
Honda
think they
Prologue,
do.
or not the Prelude, was a car from I don't remember, but they're making a new Prelude, and it's like a 2-door like electric car.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's more like they just make cars and they make them with the same name and like try and make them the same style and keep them updated. And sometimes they're good, and most of the time they suck ass.
Yeah.
Like the Acura Integra from the 90s Acura Integra,
So
badass
true.
car, 2-door. It was like the Mazda RX-7 Turbo, but made by Acura. And they made a new one in 2021, and it's just like a 4-door sedan.
Yeah.
That says Integra on it.
I mean,
And it's like,
if it gets me to A to B.
Well, and they have a Type S, but like it's still a 4-door sedan and not fast and lame.
They should make cars $1.
I would love that.
Ford
I would love that
should
more than
do
anything.
it for free. You know what I'm saying?
Ford should make a free car.
They should. I mean, I think what I'm saying is, I think the government should force car companies to make them for free.
I think the government should force car companies to stop lobbying so we can have cool trains like Europe.
I mean, that's cool too. That's
Or
chill.
cars need to be like more affordable.
You know what? Hey, let's give a win to the government today.
Yeah.
Which this didn't happen today. This was like fucking 8,000 years ago. But I mean, we're behind the news. We're always behind the news on this podcast.
Yeah, that's okay.
Recently, the FTC banned non-compete agreements. That's pretty big. I'm a big fan of that. And I can tell you're super excited.
I'm super excited because I understand it fully. But for those who don't, would you like to maybe delve into that a little more?
So when you get a job, sometimes your employer will have you sign what's called a non-compete agreement, which means
like you won't
that after the job, or after you leave the job, you're not allowed to go to a competitor and like leak all of the company's secrets.
Oh, that's
to the
what
competitor.
that's called. Okay.
So normally these things are meant for like high-level company executives, but in recent years they've been used particularly. Like Jimmy John's makes their employees sign non-compete agreements, which is crazy because, you know, it's not a trade secret. It's just how to make a fucking sandwich.
Yeah.
But it was like people who were working for Jimmy John's in like Chicago, they would be like, I want to leave Jimmy John's. So they would look for another like fast food joint to work at.
Right.
But they technically every other fast food company is someone that Jimmy John's competes with. So if
so
the person would quit Jimmy John's and then they just couldn't find a job because they were stuck in like a 2-year agreement for no reason.
That's fucking crazy. What? I thought that was like supposed to be for like a higher up industry.
No, that's exactly what it's supposed to be for.
You know, like the military.
But every
like
company just realized
manufacturers
that if they all use non-compete agreements, then they can just pay people less because they can't leave.
Yeah.
And the FTC banned this recently.
That's
which
crazy.
is big. So
we had a government W? That doesn't happen a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's a rare W, but you got to take them as they come.
No, that's awesome.
So shout outs,
the FTC,
people who work at Jimmy John's, I guess.
Yeah, shout out to all my Jimmy John's fans out there. I went there for the first time this year, and you made me a decent sandwich.
Yeah. I gotta be honest, man. If you're going to, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about
anyone who's
people who are old enough to be buying their own groceries. If you're going to a place so someone can make you a sandwich, I gotta be honest, you're not gonna make it, brother. Like, you got bigger problems ahead of you. You know what I'm saying? You can't make a fucking sandwich.
You can make a sandwich. Oh, I went on a road
You can make
trip.
a damn
Is
sandwich.
that,
That's
does that
fine.
count?
That's
Is that
different.
fine?
That's different. But like,
Okay.
if you're on your way home, or if you're getting lunch during work, you couldn't have just made the sandwich like this morning and put it in a fucking brown depression bag.
Yeah.
Like everyone fucking else. It's not that hard, man. Jimmy John's what I'm saying is Jimmy John's as a restaurant should not exist.
Probably not.
Because
no,
their business model doesn't make any fucking sense. It prides on people being lazy, man.
Yeah, but people love
Woke
to be lazy.
took everything from us.
They're making me eat a
Don't you
sandwich
get
for
it?
lunch that I didn't fucking, my beautiful wife didn't make
No, they're
me.
forcing us to pay for sandwiches.
Well, you still
They're
gotta buy
telling
the
you
shit.
you have too much stuff to do. You can't make your own sandwich. You're weak and frail.
That is true.
And the women's
It's all
section
grind
is
culture.
open for you now.
What?
Like at clothing stores. I don't know what I was going for.
You as a man can now shop in the women's section. I can only
You're
wear
allowed.
like women's extra large clothes anyway.
Yeah.
If I was a woman, I would not make it.
I mean, here's the real thing. You would walk into, Ann Taylor or something. Is that a furniture store or a clothing store?
I'm not sure.
I don't
Carry on.
You walk in. Let's assume Ann Taylor's a clothing store. I think it is, but I don't know.
Sure, man.
You walk into Ann Taylor. Honestly, you're like, I'm so sorry. I love these jeans, but do you have them in a 32 by 34? And they're like, a 32 by 34. Sorry, you have to order those online. We don't carry those.
That is so fucked up.
The average person isn't that big.
It happens all the time, though.
To you?
No, not to me.
Oh, well, it happens to me.
They laugh in your face.
No, but they say
I do get
your ass is
I do
really
get told all
fucking
the
skinny.
time.
Your size is in the store, bro.
Mine. Yeah, no, trust me, I'm the same way. Or like if I go thrifting, I found one pair of pants that fit me, and not really that well, but barely. And I've been thrifting probably like fucking 25, 30 times.
I can only thrift pants if they have a label size, where if it's like small, medium, large.
Yeah.
That's the only if we're talking, if we get into numbers with a multiplication sign, count me out. I can't do that.
Yeah, I just have freakishly long Sasquatch arms and Sasquatch legs for how skinny I am.
Yeah.
So like it's like if I go get like a suit jacket, like I only have one suit jacket that fits me, and that's
gotta
because
get
I got
that
it tailored to my body in high school to go to the prom.
I have a blazer that I need to get tailored because it hasn't been tailored since I graduated 3 years ago.
And now you're all tall and big.
It's
actually so ass, dude. Why can't they just make like I get why they don't make clothing for like literally every size of person, because that would be super expensive as a business model. But like, why can't there be like certain brands that just specify in like certain sizes of person?
Well, I think it should be like there's a clothing company, and then you take like, oh, you're like, I really like this t-shirt, but it doesn't quite fit me. So then you take the t-shirt to like a company sponsored guy who like knows how to make the shirt smaller or bigger for you, I guess.
Yeah, like a tailor.
And you say, guy, like I want the sleeves slightly longer. And he goes, okay. And then he figures it out. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess
we
just
should
a
start
tailor.
That. Great business. Yeah. We should open a tailor shop.
I've made.
Well, yeah, but like for all clothes, not just for like, oh, I'm getting dressed up to go to a wedding and I don't want to.
Yeah. I'm saying like they should have this for like graphic t-shirts and things.
It'd be nice. Yeah. It's like nowadays, like maybe I just need to like work out, I guess. But I feel like now like baggy pants are like super popular now, as opposed to like obviously all the jeans that I bought when I was a kid are like skinny jeans.
I got my baggy pants.
I have never found a pair of baggy pants that fit me because the waist is either way too fucking big or the legs are way too fucking skinny.
Brother, that's like the whole point.
I know, but like, like if I try and find like if loose cut
if you
jeans,
get big pants, the waist is supposed to be big.
But can I just have like big pants? Like they make like women's jeans that are like I don't know what the term is, but they like go out at the bottom so they don't like squeeze your calves. But like men's
you're
pants
talking
are
like
all,
bell bottom kind of, but not really.
Sort of, but like throughout the whole leg. you know? So it's not just like I have never found a pair of pants that doesn't just like.
Okay. I don't
Maybe
know.
Maybe this is
just
a me
you
problem. I guess so.
Or you don't know how to shop for yourself. It could be either one, really.
It's probably the second one.
Yeah.
I'm also poor, so I just like don't really buy a lot of clothing. But I got some new pants this weekend, so that was kind of hype, and they fit for the most part.
That's awesome, man.
Thanks.
I'm really proud of you.
Yeah, I went big boy shopping. Do you want
to tell us about these pants?
No, it's okay. I don't really think it's going to be an interesting story.
No, come on, tell us.
I was just excited that I found pants that like kind of fit me.
Can I know?
Sure. I went to Marshall's, man. I fucking love Marshall's. Their clothes are cheap, and some of them are like kind of cool.
Yeah.
So
I want to know about the pants.
What do you want to know about them? I bought like dress pants. Is she cute? Dude, oh my god, she's so cute. Because I'm leaving to go to Japan tomorrow, and I'm supposed to dress slightly. Pants. No, but like I'm supposed to dress slightly more formal, so I don't just look like a stupid American tourist with my backwards hat and American flag and wife beater. What are those called? Tank tops? My white tank top.
I mean, wife beater. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know anyone who wears those in real life?
Tank tops?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but not like tank tops, like undershirts that are like, you know, like a wife beater.
Yeah.
Not just like tank tops for the purpose like of style that are like just shirts that are cut to have like no sleeves.
You're saying like someone who walks out of the house and they're like going to a thing.
Yes.
Wearing just a tank top.
Yep. Specifically men.
No.
Okay.
Although that's stupid. The purpose of a wife beater is it's not supposed to be your main thing. It's like if you're chilling around the house and you don't really want to wear a shirt, that's what you wear.
Right.
Or if it serves the purpose of your outfit.
I don't know, man. That's always been your thing. You've always had good style.
That's not true. 2 years ago, I did not have style.
Whatever. You have style now in comparison to the other members of this podcast being me.
I'm just a fucking guy. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I go on a website and I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's it, man. I've just seen a color wheel. It's really not that difficult, man.
I guess so.
You know what it is? I think it's just everything I wear is slightly beyond the average bagginess of everyone else's clothes. It's not like all the way, you know, we're not maxing out the meter by any means.
Yeah, you don't have like the thrift pants where like you can fit a whole other self in there.
No.
And you have to wear like 3 belts.
Yeah, or I have to do the thing where it's like you belt on top of the t-shirt or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, I think it's literally just bagginess is in, and if you wear a shirt that's like slightly oversized, then people are like, "Whoa, you know what you're doing."
Shit. I guess so.
And I'm like, I really don't. I just went to H&M, man. Like, it's not that complicated.
Maybe I just need to shop at H&M. Maybe that's what it is.
That might be part of it. I mean, where the fuck is H&M from? They're like a Nordic company, right?
Sure.
They got it figured out over there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, they do. I guess so. Maybe I'm shopping at the wrong spot. I don't really have the money to just like spend on clothes though. But I start my big boy job soon. So I'll be good.
We should have, I guess this kind of already exists, but it's lame. So hold on. Okay. They should make this, but cooler and in a way that I like it.
Okay.
But it already exists, but I'm going to say it like it doesn't exist already.
Okay.
So act like this is a new idea when I say it.
All right.
They should make, you know how like if you need a lot of suits, you're a high level executive. There's like a guy who will come to your house and he'll be like, "What do you think of these ties and these suits? And you want to wear the tan with the whatever, right?" They have that guy. You need that guy, but for skateboarding.
Like, yeah, was it for like streetwear?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And there are websites that already do this, like Stitch Fix, where you can like pay $150 and you get like a box of a bunch of shit, and then you just
really expensive.
You just keep what you like, and there's like there's supposedly a real person picking out your real fit based on like words that you said. Although I don't know how much I trust that.
Yeah, I don't think it's a real person. And also I feel like style is like objective. Like when I'm like, oh yeah, you know, or subjective. Like, oh,
I was gonna say,
I think that person's outfit is cool, but I could ask someone else and they'd be like, I think they look like dog shit.
Yeah, but the people who are saying you look like dog shit, they all have kids in college. You know what I'm saying? Like their opinion doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't really know what they're doing anyway.
You know, I was just thinking about this earlier. There needs to be a revolution in office wear of business casual, right? Because
do you mean to make it more casual or more comfortable?
Yeah, I mean both. Well, what do you mean by more casual?
More casual. I mean
more
like
comfortable
less...
is like sweatpants. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean like more comfortable is like I don't know. Like I have certain shirts that are like, you know, like sort of like breathable material, but like look like a polo. So if I wore it like to the office, no one's gonna be like, hey, wait a minute, pal.
Yeah, yeah.
Or, you know, like they make like khakis or like dress pants now that are made out of like, you know, whatever the fucking Nike. Like,
close one, buddy.
mesh.
That's an open collar. That's not in the dress code.
Yeah, and it's like, nope, sorry, pal.
You have to have
but it's like, you know, that's
collar.
that's like more comfortable, like, but still business casual style. So do you mean like more trying to make it like more comfortable, or trying to make it like, you know what, I don't fucking care. You can wear a hoodie and shorts and you can wear socks with sandals to the office.
You shouldn't be able to wear whatever you want, because there is some sign. There's you know, there's an air of professionability that comes from your appearance that I do think businesses need. But it's I don't think it doesn't need to be as strict as it is right now. Okay, I don't need to show up if you're a CEO right now. You don't need to wear a suit. I already hate you. The suit just makes me hate you more, right?
Right, so you might as well just not.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think if I walk into an office as not a CEO, as just like a normal ass fake email job enjoyer,
right,
I should be able to wear basically whatever I want.
Sure.
I should not be frowned upon for wearing a hoodie or shorts. Sandals you should be shamed for. 100%.
Yeah, that was a weird thing. I didn't know this. I didn't think that people thought that shorts were informal.
Yeah, that shit's fucked up and wrong, right?
Which is like apparently a thing. But like they make dress shorts, so what the fuck? Is it just still like, oh, you have exposed skin, so that means that's a sin?
It's extra stupid too, because
does it come from that? It's just like hot out. Get a grip.
That's what, like when I was working in Florida, like, and I had to go to an office. I had to wear khakis every day, and it was like
that's a crime.
110 degrees out.
That's
I was like
so ass.
I was like, bro.
Like,
but then I would get into the office, and the office would be like negative 34 degrees Celsius.
All right, well then maybe you do want to wear pants.
But I would like wear only a polo because, you know, I'm dying outside. I'm not even wearing an undershirt because that's how fucking hot it is.
Right. It's
and then
Florida
I get into the
summer.
office and it's winter time basically. So I have to like bring a sweater with me.
And also you're just like wasting
insane,
so much
bro.
energy to fucking keep the building at 30. Just let me wear shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah, bro.
And
Open
I can
a window.
wear the same outfit into work, and then you could just have the wind come through the office through the windows.
But like, you know, I think they got it figured out in Hawaii, where like we walked into, I think it was a car rental place, and everyone was just wearing Hawaiian t-shirts and shorts. It was like, why can't everywhere be like this, man? And I'm not even saying the Hawaiian t-shirts necessarily, but as long as you look good,
polo,
honestly,
open collar,
man, who cares, dude?
Yeah.
It's just fucking clothes. You know what I mean?
That's why it's always so sick when you walk into, I don't know what your barber's like, but my barber he's hip as fuck. And like the whole chain, like people can wear whatever they want. Everyone in there's always got like sick shoes on and they've got good fits. But I'm not like, oh, this is unprofessional because they're not wearing, you know, like it looks like everyone in there has class and style, but not in like a traditional like, oh, all these people are wearing suits, and so I know this is a business. It's like, no, man, I'm here to get my hair cut. Like, I want there to be a sense of
no, barbers should wear suits. That's the one place people
like,
should wear suits.
But I think like that same logic of like, you know, that's like when I go in there, everyone there is what I would consider to have good style. But like, I also think that would be fine like in an office. If I walk into an office and
100%.
someone's just like dripped out, I'm not gonna be like, well, pal, you don't look very professional.
That's what I'm saying.
Is that a tattoo? What are you, a sinner? It's like the same shit
What
with
do
the
you
shorts.
worship,
Why
Satan?
can't I wear shorts?
I don't know, man. I genuinely don't know what's up with that. Corporate America
just like
has got us fucked up.
Whoever invented corporate America just had like chicken legs, and so they just didn't want people to see them?
Honestly, like the only time that I think it's like absolutely necessary to wear a suit is like at a funeral.
Yeah.
Or like a wedding.
Or like maybe a wedding. Yeah.
That's about it. Or
I mean,
like,
wrong.
if you're a street interviewer doing TikToks.
Yes. Yep,
then it's like an identifier. Like I can pick you out in a crowd and make fun of you easier.
Yeah, or you got to dress up as like a homeless person, and then when someone gives you $5, you like stand up and you're like, "Thank you for your generosity," and then you give them $10,000 in cash.
Yeah, if you're a street performer, like you're playing the guitar on the subway, you should also wear a suit.
True.
And if you're a barber,
or if you're a barber,
skaters should wear. Maybe we should just flip it. Everyone that doesn't wear suits should wear suits.
That'd be. Can you imagine, dude? At the skate park, you see James Bond hit a kickflip.
Can you imagine Bill Gates dripped out? He looks like a 90s rapper with like a basketball jersey 8 sizes too large.
And he's got like 6 chains on.
One of the chains has like the Illuminati on it.
I need ChatGPT to make me that right now.
He looks like fucking... which one's Rhett and which one's Link?
Link is the tall guy with the beard, and Rhett is not. Rhett has glasses.
Okay, Rhett's the guy with the gray hair, right?
Does he have gray hair now? I thought he had black hair.
Well, he has gray hair now, I think.
Oh, tough.
Yeah, he's getting to that age. But I was gonna say he looks like Rhett with like the ski mask, the slump god chain. Do you know what picture I'm talking about? I'll put it.
Link is the guy with glasses.
Rhett okay, that's what I thought. I thought Rhett was the tall ass guy.
Sorry.
No,
that's what I meant to say, but I did not.
Look up Link with the ski mask, the slump god chain. Like every CEO, I think, should look like that.
This shit is fat. This is awesome. This is fire.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If the boss walked into the office looking like that, maybe I'd actually take him seriously.
See, but then do you think, like, would it just reverse? Because, like, now everyone that I think is cool wears a suit. So now I'm just going to start thinking suits are cool.
No, I just meant that as I don't think skaters should wear suits, man.
Well, no, obviously not, but...
I don't think it would reverse, honestly. Even if it did change.
I want him to wear the Yu-Gi-Oh hoodie also.
Like, it would just be a new era in fashion. You know what I'm saying? Like how skinny jeans used to be in, but they're not anymore.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
You know what I'm saying? Skaters wear suits for a little bit. That's what it is.
I'm glad that baggy clothing is in because it's so much more comfortable.
Although I don't know if dress shoes would be great for the skateboard, but
they'd figure it out. They'd make there'd be a new emergence of brands.
Maybe like loafers because they're flat, right?
Yeah, they're like Vans,
like boat shoes.
Like someone's got their fucking Sperry's out there.
Yeah.
These are my nautical themed skate shoes. Want to see me hit this sick grind on my yacht?
Kick flipping the yacht, dude.
That should be fire.
You jump off of the yacht and it does a 360 in the water. That's crazy.
That's why I call him Lil Yachty, you know?
No. Well, they call him Lil Boat.
Lil Boat.
That's, I think, his name on YouTube or something.
Motorboat.
No, that's different. Motorboat's different. I mean, Lil Boat's probably doing some motorboats.
Maybe just a couple.
I don't know. There was There's a recent picture of Lil Yachty that's been making the rounds on the internet where it's a picture of him without a shirt off. And he just looks really funny. It looks like it's not his body in a weird way.
I forgot which rapper Lil Yachty was, and now that I'm seeing him, he is interesting. Oh yeah, that doesn't look like his body. What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. And someone said his tattoos look like a rough draft.
I'm not saying they're wrong.
What are you saying though?
I might be saying that they're right. I think I might be saying that.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, dude, what the fuck?
Yachty, I'm gonna be honest. Although, he's doing fine. He's writing some of the Drake songs, so.
Yeah, okay. Can you fill me in on what the fuck is up with Drake and Kendrick? Do you know what's going on?
Well, believe me, I'm very aware of what's going on because it's pretty much all I've been thinking about for the past 2 weeks.
Well, everyone and their mom is fucking talking about it, and I'm not in the scene, so I don't know, but I want to know.
So
why is there drama?
I was gonna wait until all of the dust has settled to do a big recap.
I mean, if you want, we can.
But it's totally fine. I can recap. I'll save a lot of the big details. I want to do in the future when everything is said and done, we'll sit down and we'll go through all of the songs because I think a lot of the songs are not getting copyright strikes, so we could play them on the podcast.
Oh, dope.
So if that's still the case when everything is done. But later,
we just got to do it quick.
Later, when everything is said and done, we'll sit down and we'll listen to all the songs and we'll dig through the lyrics and we'll go through the history of it because I think it'd be fun. But to give a very rough, so you're up on the news and so you can join in the conversation. Here's the story, very basically, up till now. A couple months ago, there is a Future and Metro Boomin collaboration album that comes out called We Don't Trust You. Track 4 on that album is called Like That. It features Kendrick Lamar, where Kendrick Lamar takes a big shot at Drake and J. Cole. J. Cole not really, but he takes a main shot at Drake, saying there's a Drake song from a little bit ago where Drake and J. Cole throws out this bar who's who's the best rapper right now? Is it K. Dot? Is it Aubrey or me? We the biggest 3 or something like that. And then K. Dot comes in on this song Like That and he says, fuck the big 3, it's just big me. Basically saying you guys are not on my level, don't compare yourself to me because we're just not doing the same kind of thing.
Just not doing the same shit, yeah.
Not doing the same thing. It causes a big stir. Like That goes #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 because that just seems to happen every time Kendrick drops music of any kind.
I mean, he's a good artist.
So
I don't really like rap music, and Kendrick is good.
People are making a big stir about it. After the song comes out, holy shit. No one, people are taking shots at Drake. And then obviously, people are looking at the rest of the album. The whole album with Future is kind of, there's a lot of jabs taken at Drake throughout the whole album. So
but isn't it?
There's
it Metro Boomin and Future's album?
Yes. They're taking shots at Drake is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But the Kendrick song is just the most direct version of the shots being taken at Drake, which is why it was so big at the time. But other songs on the album, fucking Future has beef with Drake because there's something that happened with a girl we don't really know. And then there's some shit with Metro Boomin that we also don't know, but he keeps talking about we should know about it on Twitter for some reason. And then The Weeknd is taking shots and Rick Ross and A$AP Rocky now. We don't got to talk about these people. It's not important right now, okay?
Right.
2 weeks after Like That drops, J. Cole drops a mixtape. On the mixtape, the last song on the mixtape called 7 Minute Drill, where he responds to Kendrick. And we're not going to talk about the response right now because it was so garbage that 2 days later he apologized and deleted it.
That's crazy.
So J. Cole is gone. Forget he ever existed, actually.
All right. He's out of the story.
And then 2 weeks after that, so a month has gone by now, and Drake responds to all of the people who have been throwing shots at him over the past month on a song called Push Ups, where he takes a lot of shots at people, but but I just want to focus on Kendrick for right now. The main accusation there is Drake saying, hey, you're calling me out for like being like big pop star and like having big record deal and like being shady and stuff like that. Let's get your manager to reveal your record deal to see how fucked up your shit is and shit like that. Like, why are you coming? He's just responding, right? He's taking some light shots or whatever. After push-ups, Drake does this thing that everyone on the internet was calling his second back-to-back, which you're not going to understand, but a while ago, Drake had a beef with this other rapper called Meek Mill, where he dropped a diss track, and then immediately after he dropped a diss track, he dropped another one called Back to Back. So Drake drops 2 diss tracks in a row here. After Push-Ups is a song called Tailor Made, where he's specifically targeting Kendrick. Tailor Made important because he's calling out Kendrick for like, because Kendrick's calling him out for like being a pop star and like things like that. Like saying, oh, when fucking Taylor Swift asked for a verse, you gave it to him. When Maroon 5 asked for a verse, you gave it to him. Even though Kendrick is criticizing Drake of doing the same things, using rap as kind of a stepping platform to get to like bigger streaming numbers and things like that. So Drake is responding on Tailor Made by using AI Tupac and AI Snoop Dogg to like goat Kendrick into responding. Because Tupac and Snoop Dogg are Kendrick's like big heroes in rap, pretty much. This one did not go over well. Push-Ups went over pretty well with fans. Like, good response, Drake. A good response. And then Taylor made it like, first off, why are you using AI? That's lame. Just on the basis of it.
Just
Second,
ask.
Tupac's estate threatened to sue Drake if he didn't take the song down. So he did.
Good.
And that was a big misstep from Drake. So then a week later, Kendrick responds with this song called Euphoria. And on Euphoria, he goes fucking in. Euphoria is like kind of a masterpiece of a song, to be honest. It's just
Sorry, my mom called me.
It's absolutely scathing, where Kendrick was responding to all the things Drake said, and then he's hinting at like there are a lot of subtle jabs at Drake being a pedophile, which is where this takes a really big turn.
I would say this is what I have heard extensively about.
Yeah, this is what everyone has been talking about, basically. So, even to the name of the track, Euphoria, you might know of the show Euphoria, which is a very well-known show, which you might not have known, but Drake is an executive producer on Euphoria. Euphoria being known for its graphic depiction of minors.
Yes.
Which is interesting. So the whole song is like pointing out little patterns of behavior in Drake's career. And he's saying like, hey, I could take this a lot further, basically. There's fucking...
But I won't.
We can start... Like, Kendrick is saying, hey, if you make this about more than just like simple rap beef, then I can expose all this shit, and you don't want me to do that. So don't say shit about me, brother. Okay? Because we can go there, basically. And Euphoria is great. People love Euphoria. Big banger song. And then Kendrick back-to-backs Drake after getting back-to-backed by Drake. Kendrick, on the same day, or I guess the following morning, he drops a diss track called 616 in LA, which is basically saying, here's why you don't want to take this further, brother. I have a mole in your company, OVO, which stands for October's Very Own. I have a mole in your company who's telling me all this information that I know about you. So you really do not want to take it there, brother. If you are thinking about taking it there. And 616, actually, well, I'll save that for the big thing. But 616 means a lot of things. It's like Tupac's birthday, and it was also the same day that O.J. Simpson trial started, and it's like a bunch of other stuff. So then I think like a day later, Drake drops a big music video called Family Matters, where he's responding to all of the things Kendrick said. He accuses Kendrick of beating his wife. We don't know if that's true. We don't. I should preface, we don't have receipts for anything that's going on for any of this. Yeah. So we don't know anything, or most of it, I should say. But in Family Matters, Drake's responding, but he takes a lot more direct shots at Kendrick, specifically mentioning, his wife and his kids and things like that. And Kendrick, true to his warning, says, if you take it there, I'm taking it there. Less than an hour after Drake drops Family Matters, Kendrick drops a song called Meet the Grams, which is probably the most scathing diss track I've ever heard in my goddamn life.
Damn.
This track is genuinely disturbing. It's creepy. It's also, it's like, it's amazing. It's like an insane moment in rap history. For Kendrick to have this song ready for when Drake drops is like just insane. But the song is structured as letters written to individual people in Drake's family. And all of the letters are explaining like why Drake is such a terrible person. So like the first one is addressed to his son Adonis, saying like, I know your father isn't like there in your life. He's not going to teach you any life lessons, da 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 da. And then he addresses his parents. He says like, fucking, like his dad is a deadbeat father himself, and he raised a terrible person. And then Kendrick literally says bar for bar, like, I think Drake is similar to Weinstein, and he should rot in jail for the rest of his life. He deadass says that on a song.
That's fucking wild.
Third verse, Kendrick says, oh, by the way, Drake, you have a secret daughter that you haven't told anyone about, and she's 11 years old. And then the fourth verse is addressed directly to Drake, and it's like, I gotta read
That's fucking
the bars
crazy.
off of Meet the Grams real quick.
Can I just listen to this like on Spotify?
Yeah, you can listen to it on Spotify right now.
That's wild.
I do want to say, I just want to read the last couple lines of Meet the Grams. Basically, Kendrick is saying, hey, I know you made all of these accusations about me, but why should we trust these accusations when you've lied about everything else in your career up to this point, including when it was exposed that you had a son, you lied about it and stuff like that. So Kendrick says at the very end of the song, he says, you lied about your religious views, you lied about your surgery, you lied about your accent, and your past tense all is perjury. You lied about your ghostwriters, you lied about your crew members. They all pussy, you lied on them. I know they all got you in them. You lied about your son, you lied about your daughter, you lied about them other kids that's out there hoping that you come. You lied about the only artist that can offer you some help. Fuck a rap battle, this a long life battle with yourself.
Damn.
That's wild. Just an absolute destruction of Drake's character in totality.
Yeah. Especially if some of it is true.
It's a generational rap song and like a moment in history that I was excited to be part of. Like just seeing Drake drop the song at midnight, and then 40 minutes later, Kendrick drops this track, and it's like
bing,
the most insane thing ever.
Yeah.
But he's not fucking done. 2 hours after this song drops, Kendrick drops another song, which is like the biggest club banger I've ever heard. And he's like calling out people in Drake's crew for being like pedophiles, and like he alleges that Drake is running a sex trafficking ring, and it's the biggest club banger you've ever heard.
Like it's like just super fucking catchy.
Yeah, it's so catchy. And there's so many good lines, bro.
What's it called?
Like there's here, can we just listen to it right now?
Hell yeah.
Can we? We'll here, I'll screen share.
Party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baka got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 wop. That fucking world. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor.
He's not even being like a little subtle.
No, not at all.
That's so awesome. That's serious shit, though.
It's insanely serious shit.
I mean, I feel like it's not like the first time that I've heard anyone say anything about that like Drake, though.
No, there's been, I mean, videos recirculating, but they've circulated before where Drake is, there's a video where Drake invites a person on stage, this girl. She's 17. He doesn't ask that first, though. He just goes right in. He like kisses her on the neck and then like feels her up a little bit. And then he's like, "How old are you, by the way?" And she's like 17. And he's like, "Oh, no." And then immediately after that, he makes like a bunch of rude comments about her body and things like that. It's very weird.
That's cool and awesome and totally okay.
So it isn't a new thing, but it's significant that like Kendrick is the first person to go at it like this.
Yeah,
and in this way good. And this directly. It's just insane because being a fan of like hip hop for as long as I have, there's no rap beef that has ever been even remotely like this.
No. They're
Like,
both just like going at each other's throats. It's not subtle even a little bit.
No, not even a little bit. Like I went back and listened to like some of the OG big diss tracks in hip hop just to like reminisce a little bit. Like there's a famous, and also the speed at which everything is going on right now is like kind of insane. Like for Kendrick and Drake to have dropped like 3-4 songs, both of them within the span of like a week and a half is like insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like I remember when Jay-Z...
That means they either had to have had them made or made them in the span of a week, which is fucking wild.
I think Kendrick has made... I think you can tell that Drake made his songs recently because they kind of suck. But Kendrick clearly has had this shit made for a while. But I was going to say, like, I remember when... Or I don't remember because I wasn't alive. But, like, Jay-Z dissed Nas in, like, 2004 or whatever. And then it took Nas, like, 9 months to respond. And in Nas's response, he calls him Gay-Z. Like, the beef was just different back then, right?
Yeah.
It's just not nearly on the same level. And with the same kinds of accusations like this, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's fucking wild.
So then the most recent development of this is that Drake has dropped a response to all of this. Rightfully so, because he's got a lot to address. Called The Heart Part 6, which is kind of mocking... Kendrick has a series called The Heart Part, whatever. And he's done 5 of them, so Drake is doing the next one, I guess. Which is kind of a genius level chess move if you think about it. But this diss track sucks ass. Basically, Drake is trying to say that the mole that Kendrick has was set up on purpose and that all of the information is fake.
Right.
But to believe that, you have to acknowledge that Drake is telling the truth for the first time in his life, basically.
Right. Which is like,
you know what I'm saying?
Likely story.
So, yeah, it's like, fucking... Also, if you made up all of this shit about you supposedly have, like, a hidden daughter somewhere, you wouldn't have, like, responded immediately after on Instagram, like, with proof. You know what I'm saying?
That he... So he responded with proof that he doesn't?
No, I'm saying if Drake did have proof that all of this was a setup, wouldn't he have posted it instead of waiting 3 days to make a diss track while in the meantime everyone's calling him pedophile on the internet?
You would think so, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that just doesn't make any fucking sense. But the Drake track was kind of a bust. Everyone thinks it's really fucking stupid, but Kendrick has yet to reply. So that's kind of where things sit right now, but it's kind of a generational beef, man.
Yeah, that's fucking wild. Everyone's got too much money.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
But I mean, there's so many like little things that I could... This is what I want to save for later, is just like, I could go in on all the little details. Like the cover...
We recap all of it.
The cover of the song that we just played is a picture of Drake's mansion on Google Street View with...
Yeah, is it just...
With the fucking sex offender, like little pins above his house. It's crazy.
That's wild. It's more than once too, isn't it?
Yeah, there's like 13 or something. Honestly, I'm just happy that Kendrick has made more music. It's like a good day whenever that happens, to be honest.
He's a great artist.
He's
and I feel like I can say that, like, I could say that confidently, like, that he is an artist. He's not a musician.
Yeah, right? Drake is just like a guy who makes music.
Right. But Kendrick, like, I don't like all of Kendrick's music, but, like, I respect him as an artist no matter what.
100%, yeah.
Seeing him at concert was awesome.
And then there's all the fucking, you know, obviously the other part of this beef is that everyone has been talking about it. So there's like a bunch of Drake dick riders who have been like trying to make sense of how they're winning somehow in this beef overall.
Wait, they're winning?
No, they're not. But they think they are, right?
Okay.
So just seeing the fallout of all that on like all these influencers getting on live streams and like discussing all of this shit has been a ton of fun too.
Yeah, that's wild. I mean, if I know about it, then everyone's got to know about it.
Pretty much, right? Like my friend who does not listen to rap music at all, she had me fill her in on like all the beef that's been going on because it's the only thing that pops up on her timeline.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
And
Even
she's
I know
like
about it.
as
My
swifty
feed is
as
like,
you can get.
like art shit.
So it's like,
okay, well, I'm not there, but
yeah, but it's encroached into every corner of the world, it seems.
Yeah. God damn.
But I don't know. Is all of it stupid? Probably.
Well,
unless Drake is actually a pedophile, then I guess it's like doing the Lord's work, I think.
I could believe that.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What do you
it's
think
always
about
people who
all
have
this?
like a shit ton of money and power.
I know you don't know
Like, it's so
anything
weird.
about what's going on, but just
No.
what are your general thoughts?
I don't know. I never really liked Drake, so
Yeah.
if I could see something bad happen to him, I think I'd be cool with that.
That's where I'm at, man. Like I like some of the Drake songs, but returning
he has some good songs, but like if he's a piece of shit, then he should go to jail.
returning to some of the Drake songs since this, I was like, oh, this feels weird now.
Yeah.
Like it was like after Kanye went on fucking what's the one guy? Who's the Sandy Hook guy? Conspiracy frog gay.
Oh, Alex Jones.
Man, Alex Jones. It's like after Kanye went on Alex Jones and said I like Hitler. Like returning to his music just hits different forever now.
Yeah.
And the same has been done with Drake here. Like the lasting effect, I think, is going to be felt a lot more than people think. I don't know if Drake will go anywhere. He'll probably still be making fucking music because he doesn't have anything better
forever.
to do with his life.
No.
He'll
never go to prison. He's too rich.
No, but I don't know, man. It's interesting. I think literally people will look at Drake different forever.
In what way? I mean, I still think that he'll have like a really dedicated fan base.
Yeah, I think
it'll be
too.
smaller, I hope.
Hopefully.
But you would think after your favorite artist comes out, like gets exposed as a pedophile.
Comes out as a pedophile.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You would think that like maybe the world would look at them a little differently. I don't know. Some people will meet ride forever.
I mean, yeah. I guess. And I mean, that's fine.
I feel like it's so weird, though. There are so many people in recent history who are like super famous and have a lot of money who are just pedophiles. Like, what's the deal?
Oh, I meant like, I don't know. If you still fuck with some of the old Drake songs, it's like kind of whatever to me. I don't really care.
Yeah,
to be honest.
I think that's fine. It's like I don't fucking hate people who enjoy old Kanye.
Yeah.
He made good music.
But I don't know, man. Like I don't know how you come back from a diss track like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was so obviously like fucking Biggie and Tupac got away with their whole beef because it was like Or I guess that's not a good example because we don't know who shot who, I guess. But
Yeah.
Like Nas and Jay-Z both came out like bigger artists out of their beef.
Right. But this isn't like we're doing this for exposure type deal.
No, it was like they did hate each other, Nas and Jay-Z.
Yeah, but like...
But Kendrick and Drake, obviously Kendrick has a very serious bone to pick with Drake.
Yeah.
All right? So it's not like...
Well, I
it's
feel
not
like in
like
this
this is
case,
just
he
fun
definitely...
beef. It's elevated past that.
And he holds the moral high ground.
I mean, maybe if you don't believe that, he beats his wife and stuff like that.
I hope he doesn't, but I feel like I have heard way more negative things about Drake that would lead me to believe. I believe more that Drake is a pedophile than I do that Kendrick beats his wife.
Yeah, I mean, just
not that both are true or that both are false, but
right. Here's where I'm at in all of it. In on the Kendrick side of things, I'll say, is that if the allegations are true, what Drake is saying about Kendrick, it kind of ruins his whole career. Kendrick has so much more to lose. Like, Drake is an already, like, deeply hated person just for existing. So if it comes out that Kendrick is, like, beating his wife, it also goes against the whole point of, like, all of his music about being, like,
and, like, who
introspective
he is as a person.
and, like, fucking always talking about problems and just being open in general. For this to come out, it would be kind of insane. But also, if it were true, I don't know if... his wife hasn't said it, or I guess it's not his wife. I think they're fiancés.
Yeah, they're just partners.
But
they have a kid, though, don't they?
They have 2 kids, I think.
Okay.
But you would think that Kendrick's partner's brother has, like, shown a lot of support for Kendrick, like, on social media. So you would think that if he was beating his wife, maybe their brother wouldn't do that, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, look, I'm a diehard Kendrick fan, so it's like I'm gonna believe whatever he says over whatever Drake says, just as a baseline. But like, Drake do just be lying for no reason.
He does lie a lot.
Yeah,
and even I know that, and I'm not in the scene.
He lied about his first kid.
Yeah, and everyone knows that he has a son.
Yeah.
So like I would therefore be inclined to believe that he has a daughter that no one knows about.
He lied about his accent. Fucking, like, there were a bunch of songs where Drake was like trying to be Jamaican for a little bit, and then everyone called him out on it, and he stopped. It's like, what was that about? That was weird.
He was just filters AI.
Yeah, I don't know. And then Drake did the AI song. Like, what was that, bro?
Yeah, that is weird.
You can't just do that and expect it to go well for you.
No, everyone hates AI in music. That's like a universal thing that everyone agrees.
And then
like,
using it as, just disrespecting the entire legacy of Tupac in the process is crazy. But I don't know, man.
Especially when you're just like trying to use it as a dig.
Drake also, he bought Tupac had a ring that he wore all the time. Drake bought it for $1 million. It's very funny that he bought the ring and then the estate of Tupac publicly denounced him like almost immediately after because of this.
That's fucking crazy. Kind of awesome. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. He will never get a Tupac sample cleared ever in his life for a song.
No.
Which is cool.
Especially, definitely not anymore.
No. But it's kind of crazy, man. I don't know where the beef is going to go. Like I said, the dust hasn't settled yet. We don't know if Kendrick is going to reply. He said in his last song that, the hole gets so much deeper and he can say so much more. And there's also a line that he said about having like 6 more songs to drop on Drake before he's finished.
That's crazy.
So that's why I wanted to save it. But
if he's already had 2 and they came out within like fucking...
he put out 4.
Well, but I guess specifically those 2, like Drake tried to diss him and then...
Yeah. He's dropped 4 of his own. I mean, Kendrick, you got to remember, Kendrick has never made a diss track in his entire life. And then he comes out with a verse on a hot #1 song and then 4 of his own diss tracks within a month. is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
He's always planning something, dude. It's all calculated. It always has been like that. History repeats itself. So I would believe that he's got more.
Yeah, I guess so. That's fucking crazy.
But that's about
He's
all
also-
I got on that.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I don't really have that much to say. It's not. That's not my.
I
not
mean,
my
there's
thing.
this is why I wanted to save it for like a bigger deep dive, because I think giving you all the context, I would be interested to hear some of your thoughts on like specific lines and things like that in the songs. But
Sure.
that's for a later date. Anyway, get out of here.